Welcome back everybody to the famous Winks JW Gym. Today we have a special video for you all. We are here with the Winkeljohns. We have Coach Heather Winkeljohn and Coach Mike Winkeljohn here today. They are going to teach some self-defense moves today. I'm super excited about that. How do y'all feel about today's techniques?
We're ready.
Yeah, I can show you some real basic things that happen in everyday life that I think are be real beneficial for ladies that are out there as well as guys.
All right, so let's get started today, guys.
Sounds good.
First thing I want to start off with is a headlock. Basically, go ahead and grab Heather in a headlock there for me. So when Brent grabs Heather in a headlock, basically what he's trying to do, he's trying to get underneath her chin here, and he's going to try to cut off blood going to her brain, cut off oxygen, cause panic. It hurts and stuff. As soon as he reaches, first thing Heather's going to do, go back at her. She's going to tuck her chin. Do it again. She's going to tuck her chin down. And by tucking her chin down, it doesn't give him access. Can't get past her hair underneath that chin right here. So already it's kind of saving her. Her first reaction is to protect that neck. You watch dogs, animals, they're always attacking the neck. So you always want to protect your neck, and it's a big thing in fighting it is going after the neck, whether you choke somebody or hurt somebody in the neck. So that's her first thought. But what really works even better in many ways is immediately start going to Brent's back. She's already starting to go toward his back as she's pushing his arm out. So what she's doing, she's already starting to flank the guy. She's also trying to make the space a little bit bigger here by she's pushing it up in this direction here. If he goes to grab her in the head and she starts immediately going toward his back, he's already losing leverage quite a bit. She can do it so fast, she doesn't even need to do much else except for go to his back. Grab her again, go to his back, go. So she immediately goes there. The reason why they do that is even kids in wrestling don't really grab headlocks that much. If I was to grab Brent right here, this is old school, there's no doubt about that, but Brent can actually hug me from the back and pick me up. And I'm in the bad spot, he actually has my back. So it's one of those things that they don't teach kids to do that often. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of guys do head and arms and throw people, toss people all the time in MMA, and they're quick at it, but you're actually giving somebody your back. So part of our self-defense program is taking people's backs. It's really important. So Brent grabbed her again. What she's going to do is she's going to quickly move off to his back. And then after she moves back, where's she going to go?
I'm going to go right to the exit, which in this case is right over here. And that's exactly what you want to do in any situation. We talk a lot about distance and timing, but also just getting away, escaping, getting that extension, finding the exit if you can. The thing you want to avoid is privacy and control, because that's where all the dangerous stuff happens.
That's it. So what you want to do is start, anytime you got some weirdo, some ugly guy coming out at you, and he puts his arm on you, don't stay there. Immediately she should be going right away towards his back. Right away start flanking. Don't let people sneak up on you to start with, but usually these things happen when you're in close proximity. Maybe it's somebody you know that's attacking, maybe it's a big brother kind of goofing off with you, but remember, if you take their back, you have the advantage. So do it one more time. Let's break it down one more time. So he grabs her again. First thing she's doing, you don't see it quickly, she's putting her chin down. That is the most important thing. She's already starting to think about going to his back. If she can get to his back, she doesn't even need to be worried about the arm. But at the same time, go ahead and grab her a little tighter, Brent. She's going to start levering his arm. She's going to the back. She's going to wiggle her head out of this hole. So take the back. Repeat that to yourself. Take the back, so important. Do it full speed, guys. Go for it. Boom, good. And you notice, I don't know if you saw it on camera, but Heather immediately circled away. She said, wow, where's the exit? Where's safety? Where can I find others to help me? Yelling and screaming that some ugly guy is attacking her. So that's headlock. Anything want to add to that, honey?
No, that's perfect.
Next thing I want to go into is some hair pull. We get asked by ladies all the time about hair pulls. There's a reason why the perfect haircut is not much hair up there. Because if you have a big mop on your head like this, people can grab it. And they can, interesting, if I do this, his head moves this way. I do this, his head moves this way. There's a lot of leverage here. Most people's first reaction is to move away. And they move away, you're holding them in, and now they have this extension to wiggle you around. So instead, Brent grabbed Heather there. And what she's instead going to do instead of moving away, go ahead, honey.
So I'm going to move in, right? And immediately I'm going to try to find a finger up here if I can, because we love to do that, to bust finger, right, if you have to. So I'm here reaching up, trying to grab that hand, and at the same time I'm striking, kicking, doing whatever I need to do to get away.
Most people's thought is when they grab, they try to they try to pull, So if you resist, you're going against a guy that sometimes, and usually could be bigger and stronger than you in a bully situation. So by Brent moving into me, I'm like, oh crap, now all of a sudden I'm kind of getting stuffed. So now he's got to make me let go of my hand. He can reach up and grab fingers. He's putting his fingers in my eyes. He's hitting me. He's taking my back. He's throwing me down. He's doing all these things. Whether he wants to wrestle or do self-defense moves, moving in is such a big, important thing with hair pulls versus trying to stay away and let them wiggle you around and stuff. So Heather's going to move in on him again. He's going to grab her again. She's going to move in. She's moving in. She's going to hit with palms underneath the nose. She can maybe try to stick her thumb in his eye. She's going to kick him in the groin. Anything she can do to make him release his grip a little bit. And then it's not really to engage the fight. It's to do what, honey?
To escape. And I think it's really important just to remind people, you know, we talk a lot about what natural reflexes are. When someone grabs your hair, our reflex is to want to get away, right? And we do talk a lot about distance and extension, but in this situation, it's a little counterintuitive. You're going to actually move in. So I think that's important, right? Especially for
Absolutely. If there's no doubt, if you make them let go right away, you're out of there. But once someone gets the cinch on hair, and it works, a lot of people have used it for many years. That's why most fighters have a tendency to cut their hair because of that when there are no rules. Because you can't even cheat, there's nothing to grab cheating-wise. So again, if you grab her hair there and you pull on her, she's moving in. Kind of a weird thing, trying to get him to release his grip enough that she can get out of there. And that's the key to that thing is grab her again one more time. He's got one arm. He's got one arm already, being in use. He can be striking with this arm. So she moves in to strike. She's doing something else you're seeing. Everything's kind of tight. She's kind of hiding her face here. She's striking here. Everything, she's always aware that this other hand can be throwing punches at her. So you have to be aware of those things as well. But the biggest thing is don't overthink it. Move into your opponent. Find a good target to hit. And then get the heck out of there. Try it one more time. Pull her hair for me. Let's go. Because I come out loud to go. And then she moves away. Good. So that's hair pulls. It's kind of a basic thought on hair is move in. Counterintuitive for a lot of people. Anything you guys want to add?
Oh, sounds good.
Sounds good.
Okay guys, now we're going to do just a basic grab. Brent's reaching out to you, he's grabbing Heather. A couple things here. He's reaching out and he's grabbing with this side. So Heather, just do the move real quick. Go for it. Just go quick. Just go. Boom, boom. So do a couple things there. I don't know if you noticed. Do it again real slow for me, honey. Go for it. First thing she does when she hits in here, she is knocking him in. So she's knocking his arm in. The reason she's doing that is so important because if she was knocking the other direction here, now she's in my center. She's in his center. He's really strong. And you can pick her up. He can hit her, do all these things. So what she wants to do is, we've talked about before in videos, is what? Take her back. She wants to take this flank, get behind him. So Brent grab her again. And so when she knocks it in, she's actually going toward his back. You see she's doing this here. It's a basic concept that's taught everywhere. If you see wrestlers, they're always arm grabbing, taking people's backs, whatever the case is. We're ducking under, taking people's backs. He throws a punch, he throws a punch, he throws a punch, we're blocking that punch and going away. So boxers take punches and slip and slide all day long, but when you get to the outside here, throws a punch again. When we get to the outside here, now we have this advantage to do all these things. So that's a real big important key to the technique. Now when she does this, she's using her whole arm. So when he grabs her, she's using her arm, she's smacking it, and she's moving away. Oh, that was cool. She used that second arm. Go ahead and explain that.
I was going to say, one thing that we usually have to remind our ladies about is, you know, I'm not trying to move Brent because he's bigger and stronger than I am. So I'm not moving him. I'm actually just moving myself. So when I knock the arm free, you'll see me put my hand here. I'm not doing anything other than just kind of using his body to help myself move out of the way.
But what you did that was great is put your left hand up here. At this point, when she moves this way, she's kind of controlling his arm from coming back. So now he tries to swing back on her. It's actually pushing into her. She's got a little bit of control. I don't know if that makes sense. If she was to stay here, he could swing this bound back around. But being here, she's like, no, stay over there. Stay over there, I'm gonna run away. So she's kind of controlling that arm. It's real important. Something else she was doing is, you notice, if he was to grab deep, she's not knocking his arm into herself. She's not bouncing it off her head this way. So if Brent was grabbing me, she's not doing this, hitting herself. She sees that it's deep already, so she knows she has an escape route, but she has to kind of go back to go forward. Does that make sense? If it's shallower, if it's down here, just knock it down and go. So you just got to get past this. This thing's in the way. This is the object's in the way. He's got a left punch. He's got a left elbow. He's gonna pick me up and throw me. I want to stay away from all of his power here. So one of the safest places to go self-defense wise if you didn't want to just strike, and I don't want people to do that self-defense wise, I want them to get to safety, is get to their back, find a way to get to the back and find safety. So again, she's gonna knock that arm in, and she's gonna go. Good, if he grabs her throat, grab her throat. Didn't change, all she has to do is get away from this thumb right here and roll out and do the same move. So, boom, and she's gonna be going the same direction. If he grabs her two hands,
You want duck under or the same?
no, same thing for now, just go for it, boom. Same thing, didn't change. What she didn't do is stay in the middle, go in the middle for me. So this is what I'd rather people not do. You always see those karate moves, people are doing this from here. They always knock these moves out and they do this stuff. But now you're fighting their power sometimes. So again, same thing, if you can just flank them, you're better off and going. Another move she can do is a duck under. So grab it too.
So here, again, I'm not moving Brent, but I'm basically just kind of using him to guide my own movement here. So I'm popping these elbows up. And again, this is kind of counterintuitive, but I'm actually gonna go towards Brent, not away. So here, I'm gonna go right underneath his armpit and nice and tight and close to the person. Because again, you know, if I'm out here, if I do this, then I'm still in the danger zone, right? I'm still where he can hit me, hurt me. So again, I wanna knock those elbows up, duck my body down, and nice and tight, right underneath his armpit, take his back and go.
And what she's doing is, when she's saying knock the arms up, she's not really saying, if he's pushing down the hard, pushes his arms, he's real strong. It's really just touching him enough to post him. And she's lowering her own level. And then she's moving in here. And the reason why she's getting close is, again, if I do this, and I knock his arms off and look back, he attacks me, right? If I was to knock his arms off and do this, he's still able to attack me. Kind of weird. Angles get bigger the closer you get your object. It's real important in fighting. So it's, as she said, it's counterintuitive. If you move in, now he has to turn a long ways to get me. Gives me time to get away. Does that kind of make sense? The kids in junior wrestling, even little kids, they'll just duck under from here, and they'll be behind people, they'll take people down, they'll do things. So anytime someone's arms are here, there's always holes. We have this theory, it's called the theory of holes. There's always an escape route. There's always some way to get out. So try duck under again. Good. So it doesn't matter if you grab with one arm or two arms, there's always a hole, there's always a way to get out and find safety. You just gotta move fast. It's all about having a certain small plan. And the plan would be to take their back, find the escape, the safety place to be safe. Grab her again, Brent, just get the heck out of it, honey. Go for it. Good, good. Make sense? Good.
So hopefully you got some useful tips and ideas out of what we just showed you. Right now is a really uncertain time with the virus and the quarantine, and there is a very real chance of crime going up. We want to make sure that you have access to tools and that things that you can practice, skills you can practice to help keep you safe.
I appreciate the fact that you guys are willing to put some time into trying these things, because it is beneficial. We have had some great results from some ladies and some people that we've taught before in the past. And the most important thing, I think, is just have a small plan. Showing your awareness keeps the bully from picking on you, for starters, or picking you. You don't look like a victim. And then having a small plan, you react that much faster than with no plan. You don't just freeze. Sometimes you'll freeze still with a plan, then immediately you can click and go on to the right type of movement. And there's no perfect move, but action is always better than no action. And just freezing up, that's when bad things can happen to you. You can be taken away with his privacy, those type of things, and it can get much worse. So remember, have a small plan and practice a little bit. Start thinking, where are my exits at? Where's safety at? Is the parking lot lit? How do I get out of the facility quickly? How do people get into your facility? Start thinking about what the bad guys are thinking, and you'll be that much more prepared. And then those things don't take a lot of time, but just a little bit of a second or two when you walk into the building and see the exits plays out if bad things do happen.
And that's it for today, guys. It was a great honor having you all come on, show these great techniques. I'm so excited. Hopefully we get some more in the future. But that's it. Keep an eye on our channel, and remember, keep fighting.